We're sitting here with Toby Esser in the gardens rather in front of the casino at Monte Carlo. It's a lovely day, and Toby's the CEO of Cooper Gay, Swett Crawford, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's been going on in the insurance world over the last year or so. There's a lot of talk, Toby, in the rendezvous. It's kind of it's the elephant in the room this year about alternative capital coming into the reinsurance markets. What's your view on that?
Yeah, it does seem to be the hot topic of the moment, doesn't it?
It is indeed.
Well, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's here for the long term. Undoubtedly, it's created more capacity within the reinsurance industry. It takes some of the traditional needs away. The fact is that these days it's very, very simple to be able to access the alternative markets, and this capital is looking to be deployed. And it wants to be in the reinsurance industry. It understands how to judge risk, it understands how to model the risk, and it will be here. I don't think we should look at it as a threat, we should look at it as something as a positive solution for our clients.
Okay. Well, I know that Cooper Gay has been, you bought Swett Crawford, what, 2010?
Yep.
And so it's a large part of your business. It's one of the oldest and most respected brokers in the United States.
100 years as of next year.
Yeah, exactly. That's a long time in the insurance industry.
Yeah.
What can you tell us a little bit about what's maybe been going on over the last year or so with Swett Crawford in the U.S.?
Yeah, North America is about 50% of our business today, largely because of Swett Crawford. So Swett Crawford's the main wholesale broker over there. We also have a very significant presence in MGAs and in reinsurance. The growth in North America in the last 12-18 months has been phenomenal. We finally saw the end of the soft cycle. We saw prices going down for over 50 months straight. Ooh. And although pricing in the property area, particularly cat-driven, has come off now from flat to maybe down a little bit, we're still seeing casualty and the tail business moving up a little bit. So our business has had double-digit growth, organic growth, over that period of time, 12-18 months. It's going tremendously well. We're very happy with the way that it's performing. Good. We're looking to increase the business. We have a number of acquisitions we're looking at in the US. We're definitely trying to expand our MGA and underwriting presence. Mm-hmm. We're looking at that hard, and we're looking at open market wholesale brokers.
Okay, so that's a good result. Do you see basically, there's a lot of talk that the property cat market, especially in the U.S. and especially with the alternative capital, is really getting kind of saturated, and some people are thinking that maybe the casualty side is going to pick up a bit. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that property cat pricing is going down. Most areas it is going down. There is overcapacity in the market at the moment, so supply and demand usually suggests if there's too much supply and not enough demand, the pricing is going to go in one direction. So I think that is going to happen, and we'll push it downwards. Casualty at the moment is staying strong. Really, though, that's only looking at US casualty, because US is the only real market with significant tail. And that business went down for a long time, and it's steadily going back up. Nothing dramatic, but it's steadily increasing.
Sort of recovering from a
definitely
down period. The market in the U.S. is quite diverse. Anywhere from the Florida wildfires and the tornadoes and the floods and everything else. How do you sort of work with that? I mean, you work with different companies, or what's the general process?
You're right. It's obviously a big country with an enormous exposure, with a massive premium base. So you need to have experts in different markets. You don't have one person trying to handle California and earthquake as well as habitational business in New York. There are different people who do that. So regional, it's very important. We have over 30 offices throughout the United States, so we have people in the region who understand that region, understand the exposures in that particular area.
Yeah, and that's more or less you work the same way, I assume, in other areas of the world.
Yes, absolutely. We are quite diverse, approximately 70 offices worldwide. In some areas we're working from hubs such as Asia, where we're in Singapore, we're in Hong Kong, Shanghai, and we work the other countries from the hubs. But we are in the process of expanding in that region. We hope before the end of the year to have closed on an MGA in Australia, a reinsurance broker in Korea. We're looking at Indonesia, we're looking at Thailand, we're looking at Japan. Okay. So we will have expansion in that region as well.
Okay, what about the Lloyd's market? How is that going for you?
Well, Lloyd's as a whole is doing very well. Lloyd's is growing its business. They are replacing their CEO. That was announced not too long ago. They want to try to push the emerging markets business, and they want to improve on technology that I think is really key. Where it's really the only market in the entire world where we're still handling paper day in, day out. Guys are walking into the market with
carry those slipcases?
Old-fashioned slipcases, the way that it used to be. And we only trade like that in one location in the world, and that's Lloyd's. So we clearly need to improve that. But we love the Lloyd's market. We're considered the number one Lloyd's-centric broker, and it's a very key market to us. So it's important that Lloyd's shows strong leadership and it improves in those areas.
Okay. Do you have any comments to make on the Aon Berkshire Hathaway deal that they've made with Lloyd's?
Well, I don't think as Cooper Gay Swett Crawford that really impacts us. Okay. It's obviously significant for Berkshire, good for them. It's obviously good for Aon. I don't believe, as some people do, that it will be short term. I think that these sidecars, the broker type sidecars, are here for the long term. I think that technology has really changed the way that we can look at that type of business. We have tremendous information on our business today. It's all real time. So there is no naive capacity left in the market, and I don't think any of these deals are done from a naive perspective.
Okay, I think you were telling me earlier that you expect to have a pretty good year. Could you just repeat that a bit?
Yeah, no, as I said, in North America, our growth is extremely strong right now, so we're very happy with what we're seeing. There are always some challenges in certain areas. We've had some delays in closing the biggest deal that we're doing from an acquisition point of view right now, Newman Martin Buchan, that should close within a couple of weeks. Still waiting on FCA approval, which is taking a bit longer than we might like. But if we close with that and some of the acquisitions that we expect to make during the year, we'll be happy with our performance again.
Okay, what's your estimate?
I don't really have a public estimate just at the moment.
All right. Well, I thank you very much, Toby.
Charlie, pleasure.